My name is Lauren Blanton, and this is my critique of a research study titled Integrating Technology into the Mathematics Classroom. This article was written in 2001 by Melissa Suter. The purpose of this study was very simple: to compare technology-enhanced learning versus traditional learning. Now, within these learning types of classrooms, Suter focused on student academic achievement, student attitude towards algebra, and student motivation. To make sure the readers were on the same page, Suter provided definitions of what she was using to conduct her research. The study was completed at a ninth grade school in Georgia. It consisted of 5 algebra classes that totaled 92 ninth grade students. It was only conducted with 4 teachers because one of those teachers taught 2 of the classes studied. 3 of the classes were technology enhanced and 2 were traditional instruction. These are the 2 research questions that Suter posed for her article. What you see here are 2 tables summarizing the student achievement results from this research study. If you notice, technology enhanced performed better than traditional instruction on both the average grades and the pre-test and post-test results. These are the results from the student motivation portion of the research. If you look closely, the majority of these percentages are very close between technology-enhanced instruction and traditional instruction. Here we have the student attitude results. Again, technology-enhanced instruction has a higher percentage, but in this case it's only in 3 of the categories. The 4th category, the traditional instruction, has a higher percentage. This involves the use of technology results. Table 7 is for frequency of teacher use of technology, and Table 8 is student frequency use of technology. If you notice, the technology-enhanced classrooms use technology more than the traditional classrooms. I will touch these more on the next slide, but I just want to point out that Suter listed 3 limitations that she found to may be an issue. The first one is that she did the study at exclusively a 9th grade school, so it is not immediately transferable to a 9th through 12th grade school. She mentioned her pro-technology bias and that the study was less than a semester long. Now, what I thought to be limitations, which again I'll touch in a minute, is that the author, Suter, was involved with the research and teaching, and that the teachers were at different levels of educational experience. Now, do I think this article is very well researched and explained and thorough? Yes. With that being said, there are a few things that I would change or that I think need to be done differently. First off, Suter was the author and the researcher for this article. She was also directly involved with the students in teaching 2 of the 5 classes. I feel like she was too involved with this research. To get a more accurate data, I feel like the researchers should be on the outside of teaching, so they know what should go on, they know about teaching, they know about technology, they know about algebra, but they are not directly involved with the students and directly involved with teaching the class. Now, another issue that I have is that the teachers do not all have a similar teaching background. So remember earlier I mentioned that there were 4 teachers involved with this study. 2 of those teachers have between 5 and 7 years of experience. Those 2 teachers are the technology-enhanced instruction teachers. They also have training in using technology in the classroom. The other 2 teachers are responsible for the traditional instruction classrooms. One of those teachers was a first-year teacher who knew hardly anything about technology, and the second teacher that was traditional was a teacher who was planning on retiring at the end of that school year. So we're doing a study using 4 teachers who all have different educational backgrounds, different numbers of years of experience, and we're expecting to get accurate results. If we want to get as accurate results as possible, I believe we should have teachers from the same number of experience backgrounds, the same training, so we know going in that these teachers are all on the same page, they know what needs to be done, and then just see the results from there. Another issue that I found is that for certain parts of this, not all of the students were interviewed. What they did was each teacher picked 2 students from their class, a high achiever and a low achiever. And then from those 10, so 5 of each, 4 were randomly selected to be interviewed. So they interview students from the high end of learners and the low end of learners. So the average in between wasn't involved. And I don't think they can get an accurate picture of what all types of students think if they just interviewed high achievers and low achievers. The last major thing that could have caused the issue with this research is the grading policy. Now, Suter mentioned in her article that some teachers may have grade inflation or grade differently, and I feel like that could skew the results if some teachers curve a certain test and another teacher's kept the raw score. So I feel like in order to get better accurate numbers for the data, then teachers should be on the same page about how they grade things and if they curve things and how they would curve them. Overall, this research was very well written. It was out of date since it was published in 2001, and there's so many new technologies out there today, but the idea is still relevant to today. I found flaws in this research. However, what I found to be flaws may not be flaws to anyone else.